So this is the most important when you plan any journey or anything with your dog. You just need to understand your dog so that you're able to have a stress-free and a happy, adventure. So key fundamental is what you need to know what your dog loves to do, the temperament of your dog, what your dog is worried about. So you need to know the temperament of your dog, what worries your dog, so that you're able to have boundaries and watch out for it. It could be people, it could be bikes, it could be cars, it could be the sound of a highway truck. So you just need to be aware of that and work for that. So that's very important. And when you plan your journey, the second is, also what your dog loves to do. Because if your dog loves water, go to a beach, go to a river, and they'll have a blast. Um, and the most important, which I found, is your dog's stamina, physical fitness. The most important also is, does your dog come back to you when you call them? That is a fundamental when you set off on a journey. And even when you understand that even when you're walking your dogs off leash or on leash, your dog's recall, that's important. So this was a very brief background into certain things that you should know your dog. So before you plan journeys, it's very important to spend the time and understand. Okay, so where can you take your dog? Beach vacations. Really recommend that. One really important thing that we need to check for is temperature of the sand, because it really radiates a lot of heat. Their paws can actually burn. So you need to be very careful about uh, timing your dog when you kind of go out. Tides, of course, crabs. You don't want your dog getting pinched by a crab. Another important thing to do is always towel your dog dry and just wash them off, because sand can kind of irritate them. And always carry drinking water for your dogs. That's because you just don't know when the dehydration sets in. So this is nature trails and hikes. Now I love the mountains, and that's we do. And I think for dogs to be able to walk anywhere in our Himalayas is just simply amazing. Being able to explore. Now dogs take in the world through their nose. That's how they actually perceive the world. Ideally, don't have an extendable leash, because it's difficult to control. We are very experienced with holding them, so just you can loop two leashes together, have a very long lead that you can let her wander, yet come back or control her. Always carry a collapsible water bowl. It's available everywhere at pet stores and at Amazon, because otherwise you will have them going and drinking water from somewhere which maybe you don't know. It might give them an upset stomach. You need to always check paws periodically, because sometimes burrs or things get stuck, lodged in the underpaw, and then that kind of will trouble them when they're walking. And I've gone into this before in the first slide. Decide your route depending on your dog's stamina. So road trips. So now here I have, so before any car journey, you need to make sure that you walk your dog as a regular route. Get up a little early. Make sure your dog gets that 45 minutes of walk or 30 minutes of a walk, and they poop. Always have windows rolled up. Unless you can have it rolled down for a brief sections of your journey. We do that also. So just, fresh air to let the dog sniff. But the moment it gets too dusty or there's a lot of traffic, we always roll the windows up. It's always safer, because we've had the problem where our dogs have put their heads out of the car. We've traveled, and when we've reached, there's mucus in the eyes, and you've had to get into the whole thing of, cleaning, disinfecting, all of that. And the other thing that is very important, no matter how well trained your dog is, seatbelt clip for dogs. So you get these, it's available on Amazon. You just have to type in seatbelt clip. It's basically a short lead which clips into the buckle in the car at one end and clips onto your dog's collar or harness at the other end. And of course, always carry drinking water, keep a towel handy to wipe their paws. And carrying your dog's bed or mat is also very important, because that is how you teach your dog to settle. It's again, the whole car journey is an unfamiliar, might be a very long journey, unfamiliar. So, but if your dog sees that their mat is there and they're used to settling on that mat, automatically you're already at, a 50% calm level, and they will understand and they'll curl up and they will relax. So that's also very important. So train journeys. Now, Indian Railways is a fantastic way to travel, and our experience, the the TTs, the bearers on the train have been, are very, very, we've never had a bad experience except one through our own fault. So, okay, so what's the process? First is dogs can travel in only closed cabins, and you have where the door shuts, and those closed cabins are available only in the AC1. What you need to do is, once you get a confirmed, reservation in the AC coupe or in your four-berther in AC1, you need to then, 2 days before your departure, give a written application to the railways, to the parcel office, for traveling with your dogs. Meanwhile, what do you do at your end? One, you go to your vet, get a weigh your dog, and get the stamp that the vet authorizes your dog is this many kilos, because it's a luggage ticket, so the weight's important. And when you go to the parcel office, your dog doesn't need to come with you. You can just show the vet's certificate. Get a health check for your dog, saying that everything is fine. It's more important for a train journey because it's a certification that everything is all right. And again, go to the station ahead of time, because there are certain hoops that you have to go through. One is, you have to first go to the TT's office, show him your reserved ticket, and also say that we're traveling with our dog. He'll sign a slip of paper for you, and then you go to the TT's office. From TT's office you go to the parcel office. Now, depending on the station, you have to cross platforms. So again, which is why having more people around traveling is better, because while one person or two people do the running around, there's another person with your dog at the station taking care of your dog. Then what else? What is important is, again, like before any road trip, you walk your dog. Before a train journey, please walk your dog. Keep water for your dogs at the station. Don't really feed them. Keep water so that, and keep their bed. It's the platforms are dirty, but it doesn't matter. Keep the bed there, because at least the sight of that mat or the bed the dog sleeps in will be relaxing. Carry a muzzle, because some people might, if your dog scavenges and you're not sure what your dog, and in an unmindful moment, your dog might pick up something. So that muzzle will be useful as a deterrent for your dog to scavenge. We have had to go ahead of time, find out where the TT is, find out where the parcel office is. There is no shortcut to doing these hoops physically.